I turned $100 into $100,000 in just 30 days. And I'm about to break down absolutely everything and show you exactly how I was able to do that. And as you can see, I'm on the exact Shopify store that I use in order to generate that $100,000 in sales. As you can see, I started right around May 1st, and I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the screen because we all know men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So let's go ahead and check it out. So as you can see, $100,000 in sales, 10.29 returning customer rate, which is absolutely crazy, sitting at a 2.41 conversion rate, and total orders of right around 995. Now, let me tell y'all, right now is the time more than ever to start seeing results like this on your own online store, and let me show you exactly how you can do that. What's going on, everyone? My name is AC Hampton, and I'm an 8-figure marketer and business coach who gets to teach people how to start, build, and run profitable online businesses. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down and covering an entire free course of my 30-day Shopify challenge where I was able to go from $100 to $100,000 and how you guys are able to implement these same strategies on your own online store today. And trust me, I'm not going to just leave it at the strategy itself, but I'm also going to be breaking down profit margins, my TikTok organic traffic strategy, my Facebook ad strategy, how I structure my creatives, winning the Facebook bid, and how if you have $100 in your bank account right now, how you could do the exact same thing. But before I get into the value, you know that each and every week I give out a free one-on-one consulting call to help one lucky winner get all of their questions answered and streamlining their success with their e-commerce business. And trust me, somewhere inside this video, I'm going to announce last week's winner, so make sure you stay tuned the entire way through. But if you want the chance to win this week, all you have to do is two simple things. So first thing you need to do is smash that like button below. And secondly, in the comment section below, comment the word dropship with your biggest takeaway from this video. And if you're looking for more one-on-one guidance from myself and my team to help you get the results that you're looking for, just like all my students right here, make sure you head over to my Instagram at AC_Hampton, DM me the word mentorship, or apply with the link down below so I can reach out and help you get started and get you on the path to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 back in your pocket every single month. So if you have $100 and you're ready to get started, but you're ready to get started in the right way, the first thing you're gonna have to start off with is how to find products that you're planning to sell. So even though product research can typically be pretty tedious, now is the time more than ever that you have the capability to hop in the market, start selling quick trending products, and start to see some results and profit very quickly. I just dropped a video on exactly how to find these quick hitter products with strategies that will work over and over for you during these next 3 months of Q4. So make sure if you haven't checked that out, you go ahead and peep that video. But to break it down quickly, you're going to want to keep your product validation simple and straight to the point. And when I say straight to the point, you want to make sure that the products that you're looking for, that you're trying to sell right now, have done well in the past years during this time period. That customers were interested in this product for one reason or another, whether it was giftable or solved a problem, and that is on trend to have the same hype around it that it had last year, this year, by taking full advantage of Google Trends. Along with this, when I'm looking for products, I'm always making sure that the product is giving me a 2.5x margin or more on the cost of goods sold. So for example, this means if my cost of goods were $10 on AliExpress, I knew that I was going to have to see my competitor selling this product for $25 or more in order to reach that 2.5x margin and pique my interest. Then after finding a product that falls in line with all those things I just mentioned, the next thing is making sure that you have a great store build for whatever season that you're in. And I like to build all of my stores on Shopify. And if you need to open up your own Shopify store or open a new one, click the link in my description that will give you a 7-day free trial and your next 3 months only costing you $1 and no credit card required up front. This is the time that you can take advantage of all the holidays that are happening over the next 3 months without having to worry about these expenses from Shopify. So whenever you're building your Shopify store, you want to make sure that your store is replicating what trend is actually happening so that when customers are online shopping and come across your store, there's no reason for them to think that they shouldn't be shopping and buying from you. So basically, you would be selling a product that they either want or need, and you're even marketing to their needs by having some sort of sales surrounding that holiday. This is the exact reason that I always suggest starting off with a general store, because it makes the transition from store design to store design as seamless as possible. So for example, this right here is one of my general stores, and as you can see, I have the design completely tailored around Halloween. I mean, literally from the banner on top of my store, to the colors using black, white, and orange, to my main banner, to even the text that I have on my screen. And as other holidays and trends are approaching, and they're approaching quickly, like Black Friday, Christmas, and New Year's, I'll be able to redesign my entire Shopify store without having to open up an entire new one every single time. Doing this simple marketing tactic is what helped me produce over a 10% returning customer rate and a 2.41 conversion rate on my store that allowed me to continue to keep making sale after sale. And these are well above industry standards. But before you can start getting those sales, you have to make sure that you're first bringing people into your store. And how you're gonna do that is with your advertisements. And I personally like doing this with both TikTok organic traffic and something called creative testing to know that what I'm actually using is working and going to bring customers in my store at the cheapest cost. So creative testing with your Facebook ads is what allows you to test out multiple thumbnails and multiple videos against each other to see which one is going to be appealing to your audience and bring in the cheapest traffic to your store so you can head into your purchase campaigns with full confidence that you're using the best creatives for your product and you're in the position to wipe out your competition. And trust me, I've shown how to set up, test, and read your creative testing campaigns in this video right here, so make sure to go ahead and check that out right after this video. But another way to find out whether your creatives are actually working for you and to do this for absolutely free is with TikTok organic traffic. So with TikTok organic traffic, you don't even have to spend a single dime to get exposure to your product and store. You just have to set up a TikTok account for your general store, post ads that you would have created or even recorded yourself, and literally just posting these throughout every single day to figure out which one's actually working for you and which is getting the most engagement. With TikTok being as big as it is and almost everyone using it, it's a major platform that you can now be taking advantage of to drive traffic right to your store and increase your sales for absolutely free. Now, how I like testing out my ads on TikTok is by having 3 to 5 different ads that either I made or I found them out on the market and testing them out with different trending sounds that are actually working on the market today. And I first started posting the videos at odd times on the account. Yes, odd times. So this is like 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., all the odd times of the day. Now, the next day I use those same videos, but I started posting on even times of the day. So this is like 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Then from those 2 tests, I then checked the analytics to see which times got the most engagement for me on those ads that were posted, and was it even or was it odd? Then from there, I then continue to keep posting my ads with trending sounds and text that will hook the customer base 3 to 4 times a day during whatever time periods that just got the most engagement from me, rather that being odd or even. TikTok organic traffic is truly a game changer in generating traffic and online sales on your store for free, and will continue to be over the next 3 months as customers are going to be more purchase happy than any other time of the year while preparing for the holiday seasons. The only way to stand out from your competition is by using advertisements that catch customers' attention and make them feel like they want or need the product, which is exactly what you're able to do with creative testing on Facebook and organic traffic on TikTok. And if you guys need ads to be posting on TikTok or on Facebook for creative testing, one of my favorite places that I buy all my ads from is Viral Ecom Ads. And you see how they have the split testing ad package? This is perfect for Facebook. Just like this TikTok split testing package is perfect for TikTok. And for being a part of my Supreme family, you can get 20% off every order that you purchase with them by using the link down in my description. And I just want to reiterate that creative validation is a major step that you need to be doing, especially if you're someone who is tired of spending time and money on running advertisements while seeing little return and no profitability coming from it. You could have a great product, but it's just the advertisement or thumbnail that is stopping you from reaching the highest potential with it. So I'm trying to tell you right now, do not sleep on that. That's going to be the foundation of your success. And as soon as I was done with my creative testing campaign and I had a winning thumbnail and I had a winning video, that's when I jumped into my next campaign that's actually looking and driving purchases, which is a CBO cold interest campaign. All while still running different advertisements on the TikTok account, so I'm always testing out new creatives. And after setting all that up and running my cold interest campaign, you can see right here, right at the very beginning, I spent right around $538. And this was on May 1st, 2022, which then in return on the exact same day, I made $1,700 in sales. Which if you literally take these sales right here and you divide it by the ad spend that I had out the gate of $538, you can see right away I was already sitting at a 3.15 ROAS, which means I was already getting 3x my return. So literally out the gate after validating the winning creative, it was already doing really well. And now if I bring you guys over to my KPI calculator, which I provide to everyone in my blueprint course and my one-on-one mentorship, this is what allows me to see my cutoffs and my break evens. And as you can see, using this KPI calculator, I was sitting at a 1.64 break even for my ROAS and $42 break even cost per purchase. And you can see some of these ad sets were going crazy. This one spent $10, had 4 purchases. This had $105 for 3 purchases, and so on and so on. And like I said, the break-even ROAS was 1.64. I was sitting at a 3x return, so I was already doing really well with this product, and that's all because I validated the product, I validated the trend, and I validated the creative so I could wipe out any competition I was competing against. Now, if you have been running Facebook ads, or you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you guys have definitely heard of the difference between ABO and CBO. And you can start off with either one. You can start off with ABO, which stands for Ad Set Budget Optimization, but I personally like using CBOs, which stands for Campaign Budget Optimization, where I put the budget on the campaign level and let it spread across my best performing ad sets. So with this CBO campaign, I structured it by testing out 10 different interests, all going towards that one winning video and targeting the top 5 countries, which was United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. I did 10 different assets with 10 different interests, with the age on these being between 21 and 65, with a CBO budget of $100 and a minimum budget across every ad set of being $5. So basically, with that $5 minimum spend, what that's saying is that every single asset needs to spend at least $5. And like I said, I had 10 different ad sets. So 10 times 5 is $50. And as I just mentioned, my budget was $100 a day. So what was happening with that other $50, like I mentioned, was being spread across the best performing ad sets. And as you can see, I was targeting only one specific interest for each one of them. And whenever I click into it, this is a little bit of how it was set up. So for example, for quality of life, I was only targeting quality of life. You can see I was doing a purchase conversion event. You can see I was targeting towards the top 5 countries, age 21 through 65, and only testing out one interest for every single asset, so I knew exactly where my purchases were coming from. So with this interest testing campaign, I ran this for about 4 days to really determine, based off of my KPIs, if something actually had the potential to work for me. And you can see that right here. Now here's the time frame between May 1st and May 4th. And as you can see, I had some assets that were doing really well, like well-being, memory foam, self-care, travel and leisure. And you can see within that time frame, I ended up spending right around $2,800 and had actually 73 purchases from it. And if I come right back over here to my story, you can see that same time frame of May 1st to May 4th, where I generated right around $7,700 in sales. So again, if I take the $76.87 and divide it by the ad spend that I had, which was $28.73, you can still see I was doubling over my initial investment, making over a 2.675 return. So literally at this point, right out the gate, I already knew that this product had some huge potential for me. And now during the testing phase, I was cutting assets that weren't working for me based off of my KPIs, which was my break-even added cart, break-even view content, and break-even cost per purchase. So literally, if I wasn't getting an added cart by $34.78, I was going to cut that ad. If I wasn't getting a purchase by $42.80, I was cutting that ad. And if I wasn't getting a cost per content view of $2.73, I was simply going to cut that ad. It is that simple to continue to keep focusing on profitability, and numbers are going to be the foundation for that. I mean, I was literally cutting this as fast as I could so I could allow my CBO budget to keep pushing money into the assets that were actually working for me and allocating more of the budget over there. And again, depending on what your margins are for your product, those numbers are going to be different per product, as your cost of goods and your selling price is going to be different. And I already know there's been a lot of information in this video, so if you're having any questions at all, or any questions about my one-on-one mentorship / case study, or questions about how you can be successful in dropshipping, head over to my Instagram at AC_Hampton, DM me the word YouTube so I can reach out and help you out in any way possible. After all, it's not about how much money you can make in this world, but how much knowledge you can teach others to change their life. DM me the word YouTube if you have any questions, and I can't wait to provide you the support you deserve. Now, at the same time that I was doing this, after the 4th day, that's when I began to horizontally scale off of my best performing interests. And I knew exactly which ones to base myself off of, which was going to be the ones that had the lowest CPMs and the highest ROAS. So let me just break that down in simpler terms for what horizontally scaling actually is. So whichever was my best performing ad set based off of the interest I chose, I duplicated off that 10 times while choosing other different interests related to that original interest I chose to find even more interests that could win for me, since they were all coming from the interests that had the lowest CPMs. Literally finding things that are working and making them continue to work for me. Didn't matter the audience, didn't matter the niche. I was going to continue to keep doubling down on what was actually working and bringing in that profitability. Now, I couldn't just stop there. If you have a winner, you have to put your all into it. So I also just started beginning micro scaling. Now, micro scaling is not just pushing your entire budget as hard as you can right away, but it allows you to micro scale in multiple different variations. So the first thing that I did with the best performing ad set, I duplicated that into a new CBO by itself, and I did this to obtain data faster and faster. And then I began, based off of my profitability, increasing my CBOs by 30 to 50% every 4 days, which is what I call micro scaling. You're pushing more and more money into your campaign so it can collect enough data so you can get into what's called lookalikes. As soon as I got about 5,000 video views, that's when I jumped into my first lookalike campaign, which was a 95 and 75% video view campaign, where I was testing out the lookalikes from 1 to 10%. And yes, I do stack those lookalikes on top of each other. And then after that, I do website visitors and all the way down to the other lookalikes. At the same time that I was doing the lookalikes, I was getting into hot and warm retargeting. Now, this is the key to running advertisements. This is what puts your money into use to bring more money back into your pocket. If you are spending money on your advertisements to bring prospects into your store and they are not buying from you, you'll be able to circle back and get these customers because you've already spent the money, collected the data, and deserve for those people to purchase from you. So warm retargeting is retargeting every single person who took an action that was not taken on your store. So what this means is that they've either watched your video, they went to your Facebook page, they may have went to your Instagram page, but they never actually clicked on the shop now button. This is a direct reflection of Facebook engagement, 95 and 75% video views, and Instagram engagement. And these are the custom audiences that you need to be making for your warm retargeting campaign, and then you want to be doing the exact same things for hot retargeting. Now, hot retargeting is everybody who took action on your store but did not purchase, so that would be your website visitors, people who added a cart or initiate checkout but did not purchase. And as you guys can see right here, I have my warm and hot retargeting campaigns as two separate campaigns, which the warm retargeting had the Facebook engagement 95 and 75% video view. I didn't have an Instagram account, so I didn't need to do Instagram engagement. So you see I have some 75% video views, some 95% video views in here. You see I have Facebook engagement in here, all excluding purchases in the last 30 days. And if we head out of here and go to the hot retargeting campaign, you'll see exactly how I was able to set that up. And as you can see, I had added carts, initiate checkouts, page views, view contents, website visitors, all excluding purchasers. Now, the next thing that I got into after collecting enough data and getting over 500 purchases was making sure I was putting myself in a position to take over the entire Facebook bid. This literally means whoever I was testing against, I was going to be able to wipe them completely out and making sure that I was getting all the customers for this product. If you try to compete with me, there was not even an option to do this at this point. And I was able to do this with no interest / expanded campaigns. With these no interest campaigns, my pixel is extremely smart at this point. After about 500 purchases, it's extremely easy for Facebook's artificial intelligence or AI to understand who your actual ideal customer is. So with these no interest campaigns, I was able to dive deeper into these audiences in order to get more of a return on what I was putting in. And as you guys can see, I'm right here back on my ads manager, and you can see I filtered by no interest. And just no interest campaigns alone brought me 280 purchases. And as you can see right here on my ads manager, this is a little bit of what the setup looked like. So during this time frame, I was just using my TikTok ads I was running and getting organic traffic from and putting them over here and testing them out with no interest. And I was testing out almost every creative at this point. I mean, literally look at the amount that I had right here. I mean, it just kept going on and on and on. And with these no interest campaigns, it's literally the same thing I just set up, but with no interest inside of it. So you can see I had the same countries, age range, the exact same, but with detailed targeting, there was nothing inside of here. And at this point, I was literally just letting my pixel do the work for me. And the main reason I'm using no interest campaigns is because it changes the audience size of the people that I'm actually targeting. So with specific interests, when you're actually targeting specific interests, you want to be seeing anywhere between 5 million and 80 million with these audience sizes. But with no interest, you can see I was targeting all the way up to 250 to 300 million people, which allowed me to go really crazy with this no interest audience because the sky was the limit and I was never gonna run out of people that I could target. More reach means more money, especially when you have the data and the AI behind you. So from the very forefront of me even starting all of this, I was literally just trying to continue to test out interest, continue to micro scale what was working, get enough data, because no interests are going to be what really takes off for your business. Then after doing this and scaling this product up to $100,000 or more, the next focus that I had was focused on longevity. And that was by transforming my dropshipping store into an e-commerce brand. And that's why we do dropshipping, to test out products, find out who our audience is, continue to keep scaling towards that product, and creating brands around it so that we can make passive income for years. And this whole entire video, I've been talking about this 100K on the store, but what is 100K if I can't show you guys the profit behind it? I'm always going to show you guys the numbers. As you already know, it's no cap. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you can see from this time frame of May 1st through June 5th, I generated $100,648 in sales. And if I go over to my profit app that I love using called Be Profit, that you guys can check out with the link in my description, it's going to show the exact same time frame of May 1st to June 5th and the exact same sales. With that, I had an ad spend of $46,846. I did some discounts of about $6,360 because of using retargeting. My cost of goods was around $30,000, which gave me a gross profit of $21,404, profiting 21.3%. So I was able to turn $100 when I first started with this product to netting $21,000 profit in just around 30 days with this product. You can also turn this into something that you can continue to keep building off of, continue to keep making money from, so that you can keep building financial freedom. And the way you start doing this is with branding the product that's actually selling for you and transforming that once general store into an e-commerce brand that customers have full confidence in. Now that may sound far-fetched, but some of the biggest brands that you guys know, such as Fashion Nova, Gymshark, Blendjet, all started off as dropshipping stores and are now full-blown brands that are known worldwide, and you can do the same thing. And the only thing that they did was take the products that were already working for them and start to create an actual brand around it. And this is another huge benefit of starting your dropshipping store as a general store, because as your pixel continues to build and obtain more and more data, you're able to move that pixel with any product that you may be selling that falls in line with that niche that you were selling in, so that you can create brand after brand with no issues, as your pixel already knows who to target and who to push. Every single time, I mean every time I hit about 100 to 200,000 on a dropshipping store, I then transform that product into an e-commerce brand. And let's say that brand dies down or slows down in sales, but you start selling something that falls in line with that same niche that you just hit $100,000 on, you're already going to have that complete full advantage because the data is already there, and you can already start off with an amazing foundation for whatever product that you want to test. The opportunity is limitless when it comes to starting your own online business, whether it comes down to hopping in during the most profitable time of the year and making sales fast, or turning your online business into something that creates a sustainable income year after year. These next couple months can be completely life-changing for you, but first you have to take the first step. And this was a lot of information, so make sure you rewatch this video time and time again. You go check out some of the other videos I've mentioned inside this video so you can connect all the dots to have the most successful dropshipping business that you possibly can have. And speaking of success, do not think that I forgot to announce the free one-on-one consulting call from last week's video. And the free one-on-one consulting call winner from last week is Jimacito1401. Jimacito, congratulations on winning. Reach out to me on my Instagram at AC_Hampton. We can hop on a one-on-one Zoom call, look over your ads, look over your products, and answer every single question that you may be having. And if you want the chance to win next week, remember, all you have to do is smash that like button down below, comment the word dropship with your biggest takeaway from this video. Let's all go crazy over these next 3 months. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that. Like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right back. Stack that internet money till the site crash. They on